What is bloody going on, ladies and fellas? Welcome back to another video where we have been slowly tinkering with our white street car again. The last couple of weeks since the From the Streets meet, we've gone through and I kind of got this bumper to fit as best I can, I think. It's about as good as we're going to get it with the stock GDST guards and just this whole fiberglass situation. But what we have also been doing is fitting up this GDR wing. Now this is the whole look that I've been wanting to go for, the kind of GDR 4-door kind of deal. I got this genuine GDR wing from Yahoo Auctions in Japan for about 80 bucks. So I think it was probably the cheapest GDR wing literally on the planet. And the reason it was so cheap is because it was in pretty shit condition. Screws and the mounting hardware and all that kind of stuff were in super rough condition. Basically, most of it was completely stuffed, unusable. Most people would look at it and say, that thing's fucked, you can't use it. But luckily for me and people in New Zealand, there's a guy that makes hardware refresh kits for these wings. They're called Innovative Engineering. I think that's right. I'll drop a link in the description of what it actually is. I think that's what his name is. And he makes a whole range of shit. I stumbled upon him late at night, scrolling through the internet as you do, and I come across these kits and I thought, you know what, that is worth it. It's 150 bucks, $80 wing. Admittedly, the wing, it was 200 bucks to get it here. So I guess all up, refreshed in the condition that I've got it now, sure, it's 500 bucks, but that's still a lot cheaper than 1,000 bucks is what you would be paying usually. But the kit was super user-friendly. It comes with a guide, there's a YouTube video on what to do. You basically remove all the old hardware as best you can. All the bolts and nuts are seized completely like they were in my case. You will need a welder, like I ended up doing, and then just going through and all I did was weld an extension onto the end of all what I needed to remove. Once you had that out, all the old holes in the wing itself were completely stripped. So what the company recommends then is that you go through and you resin all the holes. So you fill them with a new kind of material, I guess, or like a compound. And then once it goes off and dries, the kit comes with a guide. And then that allows you to put the guide over the top of the feet. And then you can drill your new holes. Then you're able to attach your new hardware. So I have been mucking around with that for the last week or so, and I'm honestly pretty chuffed with how it's all come together. These GDR wings do not fit sedans. They're not designed for them. It's obviously a 2-door versus a 4-door. There is going to be a bit of trimming involved to kind of get this to fit correctly and the best we can. I think the trick is to take about 5mm off these end bits here, and then that should give you a pretty flat surface. I don't actually know if I've lined this up like the best that it could have been, but it's pretty even on both sides. You know, we're like splitting hairs a little bit. I took a shitload of measurements, and I think it's honestly not bad. So I'm pretty happy with the fit. We're just gonna have to take a little bit of modifications to get it sitting correctly. And then we can order some new seals to put under our feet and on the wing caps as well. So I'm really not sold on the end caps at all, to be honest. I think it does look sick and it's got its own vibe, but I'm just not sure if it's the look that I'm going for. It's just not aggressive enough. I particularly noticed that after having the two cars next to each other at the car show on Saturday, like this thing just has such a stance and such a presence, even though it's kind of a little bit high for my liking at the moment. It's got the gangster fitment, it's stanced, it's like, you know, it's just what you would build a car as a kid, you know, like you post a car on the wall, like you see the gangster low drift car, and then you just do it and it's like in real life, and I fucking just love it. So this thing, however, it kind of has a different approach. It's got a bit of a time attack, I guess, you know, race car feel to it, which is cool, but I'm just not sure, you know. I'm not saying it looks bad. I still think it looks gangster. I just think there could be room for improvement. So that's what we've got going for the aesthetics of the car. But what we have been dealing with down here this morning is our non-locked diff. What we have here is a diff that I picked up a little while ago. Not too sure what it's out. It's obviously an ABS car though, because it's got an ABS sensor. But it is a 5x1 and it's got a 4-bolt backing plate, so that's all that we care about. And a little trick that I learnt off the internet, without taking it apart, to see what diff ratio it is, you make a dot here and a dot here that lines up, and then you can make a dot here that lines up with a hole in the pinion, and then you get a screwdriver and then you count how many times the pinion will rotate before this dot is back to this dot. So if we count it, we go 1, 2, 3, and then we are about there, and I'm about here. So that's roughly telling me that this thing is about a 3/6. I'm gonna crack it open just to confirm it though. So we're gonna do that quickly now, as well as tick along with another few jobs. And we'll see where we end up. Let's get up. We've got our GDR wing all painted now. It's a solid, I don't know, 4, maybe a 5 out of 10. It's bloody good from here. It's a solid 3 meter away, looks top notch kind of job. In bigger news, we have finally, what I think anyway, I'm about to find out, have uncovered what this mystery noise is that I've been having for fucking ages. But the whole time since I've put this motor back together, it's been making a noise, been driving me absolutely insane. I haven't quite got to the point of pulling it completely apart, taking the cams out, taking the lifters out. But tinkering around this afternoon, I whipped the covers off. I was about to start getting really deep into it, and I found some interesting marks. A few little indent grooves on our cover baffles. Not too bad on this one, but you can see where it has definitely been rubbing. And to be honest, that's exactly what it's been sounding like. There's a bit of a harmonic vibration at certain revs. There's a bit of a, what do you call it? A squeak. I'll put a clip in here. Particularly on when you're running it and when you turn it off, it's like just as it stops and just when it's cranking at a certain speed. I honestly don't think that the RB25 covers would make much difference, but I do know they have the hump in the back, which may make up for something. I don't know, but yes. Anywho, to confirm, we are going to take the covers off the red car because they have a baffle kit in them. They do not look like that, so I'm going to whip these ones off, put them in that, and we're going to run it up. And if the noise isn't there anymore, then we know that we are onto a winner. What do you know? Well, half of it's gone anyway. The harmonic has kind of disappeared of the rattling covers, like it kind of had, I thought. But the squeak is still ever so slightly there. I think. I'm going to put this thing back on the ground now because I want to go for a drive and I want to test how crazy this 3.6 is going to feel. We'll take the dog for a run. We'll go for a bit of a spirited drive around the ways. And yeah, it's still got me a little bit stumped, to be honest. We'll get this thing on the ground, get it all back together, and go for a little lap. stuff is way better suited to this, for sure. Oh, way longer. Oil pressure, that's always good. All around, I think we're good. What do you think, Jackson Dog? Do you think we're good? I think we're good. Fuck, fifth as long as the days. Shit. Stop doing that now. I think the GoPro died, but I tried to do a pull and it hit boost cut. So I don't know what it's set to, but fuck, it must have been like 20 something pound. It's tuned to 19, but maybe like 22 or some shit. I don't know. I have to check on the laptop. Good car, does good things. Still a fair few things to work out. I don't know what the fuck it was doing before with the low oil pressure. That freaked me out a bit, but the red car does that every now and then. I feel like it's just a split second because it doesn't affect the pull, it flashes a warning after you do a pull. So yeah, anywho, see how we go. What are you doing, Jax? Good bloody car, is what I say. Oh, this is just fucking unbelievable. Fuck, I love this thing. Oh, goddamn. So good. There is absolutely no denying this thing definitely fucks. It's such a blast to drive. That was an epic little squirt we went for the other day. The 3.6 diff ratio that we've got in it now is definitely far more suited to it. It's a lot longer and it's a lot more sort of, I think it suits the power band a lot better. So that's all she wrote for this thing for the time being. We are going to go for a bit of a waft this week. So hopefully she'll be fairly legal pretty soon, and then we can look into putting things in like aircon, and I really do want to do a sound system in it. But at the end of this week, today being Monday, on Friday we are going to Woundfest, which is my favorite event of the whole year. Just a private day at the track with the lads, with the fellas, only good looking cars, only good styled cars, so that's going to be epic. I really hope the weather's going to hold out. It's not looking promising. We are going to try all sorts of weird and wonderful tyre sizes and things on the day. I won't run these till the very end because it's going to look absolutely retarded. But these are a 245 4017 semi on this whole experimental phase at the moment. We're going to try these on the back. Now they're on an OG Drift Tech wheel that are like 17 by 9 plus 35, I think it is. So they're quite sunken in, but that's what it had to be to fit that kind of tyre on a stock body R32. So buff on the old hand polisher, try get them matching the Urus as best as possible. It's not gonna look anything like them. Chrome is chrome. I've polished so many techs over the years and it never gets close, but yes, it's all experimenting before we can really do something about the wide body in the rear. So if you are free this Friday, come down to Hampton Downs Club Circuit to check out the lads event. We'll be there. I'll be there hanging out all day, probably just with the drift car. I was going to try to take both, but I don't think it's going to happen. Come down, have a yarn, hang out, watch some cool cars drift for the day. Should be a bloody good time. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you very shortly. Peace.